Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, stop me if you've heard this before, but a big change is coming to the Oscars again. Then, I'm so excited for this. The Gadget Guy is back with the must-have gizmos for the holiday season. And you know I love my gadgets. Wait till you see this stuff. And it is a special Wednesday Wayback, looking back at the time I tried my best to babysit some kids at the Mall of America. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Let's make it a good day. Right, Kendall? Good morning, everybody. We're making it a good day in our winter wonderland. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Good crowd today. Keep that going, because it's Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hi. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Fabulous.
Good
wow.
crowd today.
Yeah.
Great crowd today. Great crowd again. I gotta start off by giving credit where credit is due. This is a rerun, or you're watching this from Washington or wherever you watch the Jason Show. The roads have been a little treacherous. So once again, I'm all about appreciation. I appreciate these fine folks for driving in today. That's right, being here to have some fun with us for an hour.
Bravo.
Yeah, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. This morning was very busy again, to your point. It was slick out there on the roadways.
Yeah. I realized, maybe like a lot of you, I got to get some new tires.
Oh,
My
yeah.
tires are horrible. I'm basically just slipping and sliding all over the place.
There was a soap opera on 35E to Highway 52 southbound. By soap opera, I mean there were like 7 different cars that were stuck, and then this tow truck had to come in, but then he got stuck, but then they had this other guy come in and he put more salt down. Oh my God, it lasted my whole morning. It was so exciting.
It was like all my snowplows. It was like, it was like, thank you. Thank you, audience, thank you. I'm here all week, tip your servers. Hey, I'm gonna start with something really sweet, something quite lovely, if you will allow me. Today is my mother's birthday. Today is the Dar's birthday. And, the Dar, she's been a part of our show since we started. If you listen to us on the radio, and I appreciate that, I have some news about the radio too, but Dar's been a part of everything. I did that not only because my mom's entertaining, but my favorite broadcasters are Johnny, Oprah, and Letterman, and Stern. And Stern and Letterman always made their moms part of the show, and this is kind of an homage to Howard and to Dave. Anyway, Dar's birthday is today, and I'm just going to be blunt and just out there. I'm a guy that loves his mom. I love my mom, and I'm her only kid, and my mom is just the best. And I am grateful as an adult now. I'm grateful for the lessons that she's taught me, and I talk about them a lot on the show. I throw them, I sprinkle them every so often. Mm-hmm. My favorite always is. In the car several times, she looked at me and she said, hey, never drink cheap liquor, and I'm not kidding. This is Dar's life advice.
Words of advice.
Never drink cheap liquor,
Yep.
and don't be cheap. She goes, do not be cheap. She goes, I don't want to raise a cheap kid.
No cheap
and I
liquor,
said,
no cheap humans.
Yeah, so no cheap liquor, and don't be a cheap human. So that's my mom's, Make sure...
Darisms.
Make sure the vodka has a good label on it, and then we're good. And then she was also big on manners. Anyway, I'm just very grateful. My mom lives here now. As most of you know, she had a rough couple years, and as I've also said on the show, she's just now getting to a point where she can enjoy simple things in life, and I'm glad that I'm here for it. And like tonight, we're celebrating. I'm taking her to bingo, so we're having a little bingo birthday bash tonight. So
How many cards will she play?
how many cards will she play? My
Yeah.
mom will probably play a lot of cards for the coverall, so she will play a lot. So I don't like to tie up God with silly things. He has enough on his hands. But if y'all could pray for my mom just to win one game tonight, I would greatly appreciate it, because it would mean a lot. Yeah.
One.
Love you, Mom. I'll see you later today. Right now, let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. I feel like I look like a big snowball.
I was actually thinking how great you looked
Do you
in
look?
this.
Oh, I like this
For
one.
real.
It's hot, and it's just I feel like a little snowball.
I think you look fantastic.
Thank you, sweetie. Today, I just looked at myself in the monitor. It's the reflection, too. Today's, we're going to start off with Meghan Markle. She has a new podcast on Spotify. And this week, she had Andy Cohen on the show. And you're thinking, great, Jace, thanks for telling me. No, listen. Andy told her that there's been an online push to him to get her on one of the Housewives franchises. And he said she wouldn't even need to audition. He would fast track her. Of course he would. But Meghan said she's not biting. She told him that she used to be a big, huge Housewives fan, but stopped watching when the drama in her life made her stop craving other people's drama. But she says most of her friends still watch. Meghan's podcast, by the way, Archetypes, is that what it's called? Yeah, it's available on Spotify. Look, there's no way, There's no way on earth
No,
that Meghan would ever do this.
not on God's green earth.
No,
people.
I would love this. And I'm trying to think of what franchise I would put her in.
Beverly Hills. It'd be such
They
a...
have enough problems on Beverly Hills, which, by the way, it's been paused. Did you hear that?
Stop.
And, somebody not admitted, they revealed they are pausing that show. They're supposed to be taping soon. They are pausing it after all the drama. Anyway, that's a whole separate story.
Wait. Why? What?
Yeah, it's not. They're supposed to be filming the new season. They're not. They're taking a pause to let everybody settle down. Having said that, I would almost, we need this show to cool off sometimes, Ted. Can you write that note? Yeah.
the corner.
Let Mim know. Yeah. Next on the dish. The most successful movie of the year is, Ted's really writing that down, aren't you, Ted? There's a station. Oh, that's right. Oh, God.
Oh, God, we forgot.
I forgot to tell you this. Okay.
Okay.
You know I love to give it to the bosses because you
No.
guys can't. So I like you living vicariously through me, and you know that I just like to
Poke that bear.
poke at the bear. They did it again. There's a damn station-wide meeting happening right now so they schedule these meetings during the Jason show. Like, yeah.
There better not be pizza. There better not be donuts. There better not be coffee.
Do me a favor, Eric. Can you swing the jib camera to face the studio doors? And Thomas, can you open the studio doors when I cue you? And we're gonna yell something because the meeting's next door. Okay.
Yeah. It's very
Okay.
important.
Just ready.
Okay.
Just.
Nope.
We're just everybody. When I say 1, 2, 3, say we're in here. Okay, ready? Eric, Leo, take the shot. Okay, Thomas, open the door. Hey, we're in here.
Hi.
Okay, Thomas, close the door quickly.
Hi, meeting.
Close the door quickly. That's right.
Bring us pizza.
What? Do they have free food in there?
Well, that's what I'm guessing. There's
That's
always
it.
free food.
During the commercial break, I'm sending the audience in there to take all the food. Ted, during the break, escort each audience member in there and steal everybody's food before the meeting gets over. Yes.
It's the least they could do.
It's the least they could do. Next to the dish. Ted has a lot of notes today. The most successful movie of the year is coming back for a curtain call. Next in the hot dish, Top Gun Maverick is coming back to theaters starting this week for another 2-week run. Look, okay, haven't they made enough money? Because the film has already made nearly $1.5 billion. And it's Paramount's top grossing movie of all times. So I guess the bosses just want to go back to the teat, girl. They just want to see how much more. Just want to just go back, squeeze as much out of it as they can.
You
Oh, we
do
can't say that. See, Jeff, I'm saying that because Jeff's not here.
No.
Yeah, but no. This audience is as mischievous as we are today. I love it, yeah.
Yes. Well, we did tell them we'd get them food.
We did actually tell the audience we're giving them food, so I'm just
they're
going to say,
happy.
yeah. But no, all kidding aside, it's not really a holiday movie, but I guess, Christmas is the busiest day for movie theaters. So I guess maybe you'll run out to see it because it is a movie you should see in a theater and you still haven't seen it in the theater.
Oopsies.
No, it really, okay, I'm not judging. You really should.
I know. Well, okay, there are people like me, to your point, that I just don't really go to a lot of movies in the summer.
I get it.
And so I would actually consider hey, I have nothing going on.
Okay.
I'm with my family. Why not go see Top Gun?
So you're why Paramount's doing this. I get it.
Maybe. We'll see if
Yeah.
I actually go.
You're not going to go. Next in the dish, the Foremans are back, but it's a whole new decade. This is crazy. Netflix dropped the teaser trailer for the sequel series for That 70s Show. This one's called That 90s Show. Look.
Hey, Grandma. Hey, Grandpa.
Okay, kids, the basement is all yours.
Lights on, shirts on, and no dancing.
No dancing. You're like the guy from Footloose. No dancing, you guys.
They go in my room. My foot goes in there.
You sweet man.
I think we should just say, whoa.
Get out.
See you soon.
Get out.
Don't be a stranger.
Get out.
Extra icing.
That was mine.
We never lock the sliding door.
We do now.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to check it out. I'm going to give it a chance.
I think so. I mean, I loved that show. Who didn't love That 70s Show?
That's right. We're going to take our break now because during this commercial, while you're watching some fine advertisement, the audience and I are going to go rampage the next studio. That's right. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, an update on our raid
Yes,
next
please,
door. So
please.
we went into the studio, and the first that Addie told us the meeting started late.
Oh!
So they're just now getting started, and I went in there to try to get food for our audience. No food at this meeting.
The
No food.
audacity!
So then somebody in the audience just asked right before we came back, "Hey, Jason." I go, "Yeah." They said, "How are we going to stick it to the man without any food?" A worthy question. We'll figure out a different way.
Gotta
Welcome
think.
back to the show, everybody. Billy Crystal. I love Billy. He was on Jimmy Kimmel last night. So if you don't know, if you're a youngin', Billy hosted the Oscars 9 times. To me, he's one of the best to ever do that job. Yeah. And it's a hard job to do. And he told Jimmy about the morning after one of his highest rated Oscar shows. This great story is our late night rewind.
So around 8:30, I finally drift off. My assistant, Carol Sidlow, calls me and she says, "Hey, boss, Johnny Carson is on the phone." And I went, "No, what?" And I said, "Is it really him?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "What should I tell him?" So I said, "Tell him the." And she goes, "Really? No." No, and I wake up because I'd never spoken to him before except on the show. And I thought, well, you sure it's not Marty Short? Is it Christopher Guest? You sure it's him? So now I get to the phone and I am sweating like Albert Brooks in broadcast news.
Yeah.
It's just pouring off me and "Hi, Johnny." And then there's that voice, "I just got to tell you, you did so great. And, I've done it a bunch of times." And he said all these nice things. "No one should do it but you," and on and on and on and on and on. And I went, "Thank you." And I started to cry.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's all you wanted back then was for Johnny to give you,
Right.
Rodney used to say, "Give me one of these."
Yep, you wanted one. Yeah, wanted one of these. He's right. I mean, back, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, into the 90s, Johnny retired in 92. That's what, especially if you're a comedian in Billy Crystal's era, the reason he did this was famously, Johnny's desk would be here, and then his curtain and performance area would be over here. And if a stand-up did a really good job and Johnny loved him, he would give the comedian
the okay,
and that meant Johnny really liked it. If Johnny then went like this and welcomed the comedian over to your seat, to the Ed McMahon seat, that meant your career, quite literally, I get goosebumps, your career would be changed instantly. Like you would go from you would go from unknown that night. The next day, your life would be made just by Johnny Carson. Yeah.
One opinion. Wow.
That power we don't really have anymore because of the fractured media environment. Billy also shared a story about one of the legends that he met while hosting the Oscars. Look.
What are some of the people that you met
That are strange that you ever thought that you would
Yeah.
meet? Shirley Temple.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, there was one, they had a reunion of all of the past living winners. Well, of course they're the living winners.
Wheeling out.
And she was backstage, and it's that same that face that she had when she was a little kid.
How old was she when you met her?
She was 109. No, she must have been in her late 70s. And she said to me with that face, but I think she had a couple of belts, I think.
Really? She doesn't drink those non-alcoholic red drinks?
Her own drink. She doesn't drink her own Shirley Temple. But she said, where's the ladies' room?
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the ladies' room?
I love Shirley Temple.
Do you like Shirley Temple?
We were obsessed when we were kids, all of us Mark girls, because my mom would play all the classic movies, and so we like.
love this.
Oh yeah, freaky.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah, I wanted a perm, but Sid was like, no, girl.
But think about it. She is one of those names that transcends. She's not just a person anymore. It's like not a verb, but it's a drink, for heaven's sake. When you go to, I mean, she's one of those that has moved from just being a movie star to something much bigger than that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she is a legend. It's funny. One of the legends that have come through these halls, like in person, was Tippi Hedren. I remember when Tippi was here. It wasn't the Jason Show. Wasn't. It was when I co-hosted The Buzz, and Tippi was in person, and I kept looking at her. She couldn't have been sweeter, and I kept looking at her with this amazement of like, I'm talking to an icon.
Yeah.
Like that word is thrown around. I say it all the time. I don't like that. That's an icon. And I'm looking at her smiling, and she's giving me a hug. And I'm like, oh God, Tippi Hedren's hugging me. Like this
Oh my God, what do I
it's
do
an
with my
icon,
hands?
and I'm being you knew Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
It's cool meeting legends.
Cool.
Next on the dish, speaking of the Oscars, there is big news about the broadcast. So remember how last year they pre-taped some of the awards? Well, that's not happening again. According to Variety, they got the exclusive. All 23 categories will be aired live once again during this year's broadcast. Yeah. Oh. Same person who wanted to stick it to the man is all about this. Yes. I'm loving my row too, man. Every so often we have an audience that I really do just want to lock the doors and never let them leave. This is one of those audiences right here. Yeah, they're not leaving. So
I hope you don't have plans.
hope you don't have plans. You're not leaving.
Sorry.
So the 8 categories, like original score, editing, were cut from the live show last year, and there was outrage. Yeah, it's true, from the film industry. The move was aimed at shortening the show and boosting the ratings, but it didn't really make much of a difference. We can watch it in March. That was my thing. You know, I've said on this desk, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I have often been critical of the broadcast, because broad. If you're going to do the Oscars and you're going to put it on television, you need it to be broadly appealing. And I still stick to my feeling that the average viewer doesn't give a rat's rear about costume designer. The vast majority of people. There are people that care.
Right.
The vast majority. So, but if you're going to remove it, then the producers need to do their due diligence and make a tighter broadcast. They didn't do that. So you peed people off, and you didn't really accomplish anything by doing that. So put it back in.
Right.
Whoopi Goldberg once said, and I agree, the Oscars are long. We're just going to have to deal with it. Nobody complains about the length of the Super Bowl day or the World Series. It's just an event once of the year that's going to be long. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. There we go. That's, yeah, right?
I would love if they did more like behind the scenes stuff, because to your point, sound engineering doesn't mean anything to the average Joe, so they don't care. But if you actually did more of those videos where we see what sound engineering is, I think it'd be really cool.
Oh, sound engineer is fascinating. You're right. Do a little tutorial. Next in the dish. It's been a record-breaking week on Netflix, and it's all thanks to Wednesday Addams. The new Addams Family spinoff called Wednesday. Listen to this, folks. It's logged 341 million viewing hours in its first week. That's the most ever for an English language show, beating out Stranger Things season 4. Yeah. So I recently, we sat down, we had a few, this week we made no plans, so I wanted to watch a whole bunch of stuff so I could tell you about it. Before I review and give you my thoughts, here's a little clip from the trailer.
Should we meet your new roommate?
Are you feeling okay? You look a little pale.
Please excuse Wednesday. She's allergic to color.
Oh, wow. What happens to you?
I break out into hives and then the flesh peels off my bones. I act as if I don't care if people dislike me. Deep down, I actually enjoy it.
Bill. There's just something wrong about this place. Not just because it's a school.
Secret societies.
Jenna Ortega takes over the role of Wednesday in Wednesday, and I am happy to tell you, I love this show. I love it. It is so good for so many reasons. To me, it has a little bit of a lot of things. Umbrella Academy, there's a little bit of Harry Potter in there, and because of the great character of Wednesday's roommate at the school, there's a little bit of Wicked, meaning the dynamic between Elphaba and Galinda. All of that mixed with the imagination of Tim Burton, and a great cast. It is fantastic. Have you watched any of it?
I haven't. I was curious, is Jenna Ortega, does she live up to the Wednesday role? Does she just kill it?
There is not a question. Right there's Jenna. Great question, but I don't even need to pause. She makes the character her own. She actually was interviewed. I read an interview with that young lady, and she said she purposely did not watch Christina Ricci's performance as Wednesday in those 90s era movies that I loved,
yes.
Family Values and the other one. She did not watch because she did not want to duplicate or subconsciously copy her performance. To her credit, good
Really
move,
good.
because she made it her own. She's wickedly sharp, wickedly funny. Her delivery is like she's been an actress for 30 years. You need to watch the show. It's real good.
Okay.
It's real good. Yeah. It's time to meet one of our JVIPs. Today it's Julie from Monticello. So Ted read me this email this morning and I cracked up. Listen to this. So Julie wrote to us and she said that her husband started recording our show as a joke.
Thanks.
Hashtag ego boost. But it thanks, our crew feels so good about that. But it backfired because they now love our show, and so does her 14-year-old. She says she loves the banter between our whole family and how I don't hold back. Yeah, I know, I don't hold back sometimes, much to my boss's dismay. Julie gets a Jason Show mug and is entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch our show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. Hey, speaking of coming to our show, I'm really excited about this because, again, I haven't held back. I tell you everything. The ticketing system has driven me crazy. We have a brand new one, and a lot of you already have it on your phone. Tickets to the Jason Show, free by the way, are now through Eventbrite. It's such an easy, you've probably gotten tickets to an event, concert through Eventbrite. All you have to do is go to eventbrite.com or the Eventbrite app, put in the Jason Show, scroll, pick a day, click on it, tell us how many people, they'll send you a reminder email, a confirmation email, and we'll see you here in the studio. Boom. There we go. And you know what I'm going to say now? Only reserve a ticket if you can be here. Thank you. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Coming up, the dish is done, the fun is not. What are the hottest gizmos for the holiday season that will be on everyone's list? The Gadget Guy has them. Then, we talk about this all the time. We're looking back at the story where I dared to babysit some kids, Shane's kids, at the Mall of America. That and more when we return.
Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Well, the holiday shopping season is here. I don't need to tell you that. And with the possibility of more supply chain issues popping up, hopefully not as bad as last year, you're going to want to shop early. And no one shops earlier than our next guest. Audience, give it up for the one, the the only, Steve Greenberg, the Gadget Guy, everybody.
Hi.
Steve. Okay, Steve, let me see which one. Oh, it's number one. Nice sweater, buddy.
Well, you know, you can't do the holidays without an ugly Christmas sweater, so it's a challenge every year for me to find something different from the year before. This is from uglychristmassweater.com, and these are custom sweaters. They do a lot of sweaters, but this one you can upload a picture of yourself or your logo, and they'll turn it into a Christmas sweater. They've got lots of different styles that you can do, about $60 or so. What's great about it is that I ordered this and got it in 3 days. So it's very fast turnover. So check out uglychristmassweater.com. Yes.
Steve, you flashed it real quick. Did I see the logo for your show? There we go. Yeah. What the heck is that, everybody? That's right, the Gadget.
Shameless.
I know. I mean, I know our viewers know Steve rarely mentions his show, but I just wanted to get it out there right away. Right, Steve? Right, buddy?
I'm so shy, so bashful. I know. Mention it, but yeah.
What's next, my friend?
Okay, let's go down here. This is from the folks at Spin Master, and this is their Air Hogs Flippin' Frenzy. So you got to have a great this toy I love because you can play inside the house. It doesn't damage anything. It's got these really soft wheels. I'll do a little spinning here. You can flip it from red to blue to back to red again, and it does some really cool stuff. It spins around, goes that way. And if it hits me or the wall or a chair, it's not going to cause any damage. And it can go crazy. So this is the flipping mode here, where it goes from the blue car to the red, and then here's just playing crazy. So you check out, it's from Air Hogs. What's great about it, again, if it hits a wall or something, it's fine. It's not going to damage your house. So moms like it, kids like it.
It looked like Ted breakdancing in the 80s.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that too.
That's exactly. It looked like a little break. It looked like a breakdancing person. Yeah. Okay.
It did.
What's
next? Moving on here. This is from the folks at Kodak, and this is their Step Slim mobile printer. So it's an instant mobile printer. This takes pictures from your phone, and it fits literally in your back pocket. It's that small. And then you can take the pictures from your phone with a free app, and then you can add all sorts of little things on stickers and frames and make it holiday festive. And then you get these pictures out here and you peel them back, and it's sticky, so you can stick them onto a photo album or a gym locker or a loose leaf. And it's just a lot of fun, great price point. And it's a great way to get those pictures out of your phone, out of the digital world, and into the real world.
Steve, is it me? I mean, you see this stuff with obviously more regularity than we do. It seems that Kodak, is it just me? Kodak is really trying to move away. I mean, they were just film. Obviously, film is not as prevalently used by the public. They've really innovated and kind of recalibrated. Am I right on that?
Well, you know, I can't speak directly to because I think the name Kodak is actually a licensed name now, just like Polaroid is.
Oh.
I don't know if the company is really there. I think other companies can license that name, like Westinghouse and Polaroid and Kodak. Those brands, I don't think are the companies they used to be, but their brand is so strong and people know the Kodak name and know the Polaroid name that they actually then take it and incorporate it into a new company. So I think that's what you're seeing here.
I knew you would teach us something. That is fascinating. I love it. We have one more for this segment, right?
Yes, and the number one question I get from viewers, a lot of your viewers ask, what's a safe kid's phone for my kid? Like he's 8 years old, 10 years old. I want to get him a smartphone. I want to be in touch with him, but I'm just scared about what door I'm opening up. So the safest phone I could find out there is a company called Bark. It's the Bark phone here. It's brand new to them. This is what kids like about this phone is that, one, it doesn't look like a kid's phone. It looks like a grown-up phone because it is. This is actually a Samsung A13, but it's pre-wired with the Bark stuff inside it. So when you get it, you turn it on, it's immediately in the Bark world. And then parents can monitor text messages, what you download, apps, everything. And of course, it's a GPS, so you can see where the kids are. But on top of that, as they get older, you can take away some of those controls, give them to the children themselves. So it kind of grows with your child. And it's gotten great reviews. Bark, his name is. So if you go to bark.us, you can find out more about it.
So Bark I don't have offspring. So Bark is the system, right? Can it be used with like various carriers?
No. This is a Bark phone. So if you're going to get a Bark phone, you're going to get a Samsung A13. This is the phone you're going to get. So it's not a downloadable app.
Got it.
Be unloaded. This is actually pre-installed in the phone. So it's a lot more secure. You can't hack around it. The company claims it's tamper-proof. So it really is a safe way to go with your kids.
Can we, before we go to commercial, can we zoom into your sweater? I really just need a really good shot of your sweater.
What can I tell you? I'm bashful. I'm shy.
You truly make me happy. More with the Gadget Guy when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Oh, God. Welcome back to our show. We're back with the Gadget Guy, the one and only Steve Greenberg, live from New York, as we say. Okay, what's the next one, buddy?
Okay, this is the world's only sanitizing lamp that sanitizes the area and the air around it. It's from the folks at OttLite, and it is the Sanitizing Pro desk lamp. It's got this light built into it that has a bunch of different, you can make it brighter or less bright. But what's cool about it is that it has a sanitizing feature. So your workspace is sanitized. Plus, it has this fan built into it. So it sucks in the air. There's a HEPA filter in there. It then has a UVC light in it. So it kills all the viruses, bacteria, germs, and blows out fresh air. So it not only cleans the workspace, but also the air around it. So this is great for the office, a home office, or even a dorm room. A great way to kind of create a safer bubble as far as germs and bacteria go.
Steve, do you know the price point on that one, buddy?
$125.
Oh, okay. That's, you know what?
I believe it's at Office Depot.
Okay, Office Depot. Next, quick clean food processor.
Okay, so from a clean environment to cleaning up your food processor. So the biggest competition to a food processor has always been the knife because it's so easy to clean. This is kind of game-changing in that the folks at Procter Silex have actually added a clean mode right to the. I'm going to turn it on right now. Here we go. And what it does is you put in some water, a little bit of dishwashing soap, and it goes through the cycle. And in about 40 seconds, it'll actually do a major cleaning of all the blades, discs, and everything right inside your cleaner. So it makes it so much easier to clean up.
Yeah.
And of course, it'll still dice and slice and do all that great stuff as well.
Steve, can I tell you, when you picked up that kid-sized knife and you waved it in front of the camera, the entire studio audience ducked. Everybody just ducked.
Yeah, I know. It does have that Friday the 13th thing going on there. But no.
You could have showed us any knife. You chose the biggest one in your kitchen.
You gotta, go big or go home. What can I tell you, even with knives? Okay, last but not least, DIY is huge right now. Do-it-yourself everything. And one area that's growing that most people may not be aware of is sewing machines. They're back. People want to learn how to sew again. And this is a hot trend. And this is from the folks at Janome. And this is their Arctic Crystal sewing machine. And don't let the color fool you. This is a serious sewing machine. It's got a metal framework built into it, but it's very portable. It's great for a beginner, but also for someone who knows how to sew. But it'll actually, there's a lot of stuff in it that makes it very easy. It's got 15 pre-built stitches in it, like a stretch stitch, a zigzag switch, and a buttonhole switch built into it. In fact, prove it, this same machine made this denim jacket, this purse with a zipper, and even this quilt. So it can really do real stuff. And if you want to actually create really cool things, this is a great way to start from the folks at Janome. So again, kind of an homage to do-it-yourselfers. This is it. Usually we show tools.
Yeah.
This is kind of nice to show kind of a tool. And by the way, my dad was big on sewing. He did all the sewing in my family. So it's a great skill to learn.
You're telling me that you sewed all those items that you just showed me?
Did I make them?
Yeah.
No, are you kidding? I can barely dress myself. You think I can
know.
Make this? No.
They're demo items, right, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely. But I actually did make sure that they were made by a machine exactly like this one. So this is the kind of stuff you can literally make. Everything on it. Again, it's out of my skill set, but I'm sure there are a lot of folks in your audience that could actually, can tackle it and do it. I'm not one of them, unfortunately.
Steve, it's that time. It's that time, my friend. Before we go, tell everyone about your wildly popular game show.
Well, now it's on a network called DBTV, so we've expanded. DBTV is carrying the show, as well as if you go to USync, it's on there as well, but it's YouTube is where you folks can find it easily. It's called What the Heck Is That? And if you love gadgets and you love a good game show, you learn about a new gadget in each episode. If you scan this QR code, it takes you right to the YouTube channel so you can check it out. So if you love games, you love gadgets, what the heck is that? Check it out.
Steve, Ted tried that QR code. It took him to a nudist colony, by the way.
Well, if you like nudists, if you like gadgets and game shows, it's perfect for that.
I love you, buddy. Have a good holiday. Talk to you soon.
Happy holidays. Take care. Bye-bye.
Go support Steve. It was a nudist colony, right, Ted? That's right. Yeah, that's where Jeff is, actually. That's where he is on vacation. His wildly popular online game show is called What the Heck Is That? Go to GadgetGameShow.com. We have a very funny throwback when we return. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Oh, Steve. Welcome back. So glad you're here. Don't forget, during the duration of the World Cup, by the way, go Team USA, we're going to be on Fox 9 Plus, or this is a great time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of our full episodes are right there. Well, right now, thank you. Easy way to watch the show. Well, we're going in the Wayback Machine. Ted had this idea. I thought it was great, especially during Wild Cup. Wild Cup. I don't know. Sports ball, I don't know. During World Cup. Nearly 4 years ago to the day, I had one of the most terrifying moments of my life. I babysat. I babysat Shane's kids. And if you don't know who Shane is, if you're new to our show, she was Kendall before Kendall. It's like Bewitched switching Darrens. We switched Shane's. We got Kendall. I babysat Shane's kids at the new Paw Patrol experience at the Mall of America. Here is today's throwback. Now, we're trying to shoot a story, but we're also keeping an eye on Shane's children.
Hey, don't make him fall out of there, okay? That's a big drop.
Shane,
keeping an eye.
Why are we here? Why are your kids here? And what is Paw Patrol?
And what is my one-year-old doing?
I want to ask Shane what Paw Patrol is. 3, 2, Shane, what is Paw Patrol?
Oh, don't eat that.
Don't eat the bench. I literally just had to say within the first 30 seconds, don't eat the bench. Oh, Shane, he's already crying. Okay, I'll watch the children. Tell me what's Paw Patrol.
You're gonna watch the children?
Tell the folks, I don't know what Paw Patrol is. What is this?
It's a cartoon on Nickelodeon Universe. The kids love it, including my child, which is why I brought Karis, because she's a Paw Patrol expert. So she's gonna teach Jason
We're gonna go in
everything he needs to.
Now we're going in, and Shane is taking a few minutes off from mommy duty, but I have a safe word ready to go. I will scream pineapple if I lose control of the children. Go, you're gonna get stuck in there. Oh, pineapple. Pineapple already. This way. Oh. This way. Karis, let's call. Come on, Till. Okay. Oh. Oh. Shane, where's your... Shane, I've lost your daughter. Karis. Pineapple. Pineapple. Oh, is she in there? Karis is, I think, up there. But I don't know. Oh, there she is. Oh, it's like a kid shoot. Is Paw Patrol about puppies?
Yeah.
And what do they do?
And they help whoever needs them.
They do?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a random child that just... Hello. Oh, Chase is a... Oh, there's a... Oh, where's your boy? Pineapple. Okay, so Karis is back up into this thing. So I have a few seconds. Oh, no, she's not. Okay, I need to keep her occupied while I look for Till. Karis, let's go in that thing one more time.
Why?
Okay. And go really slow so I can look for your brother while you're in there. Okay. Have the gates been closed the whole time? Pineapple. 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 Pineapple.
Jason!
Yes. There you are. Okay, go slower. Oh, there's Till. Okay, I may have to give up on Till. Oh, there's Till. He's pineapple. Okay, thank you. Okay. Did you go under there? Look at that. Look under here. Okay. This dad right here, they rang the bell to say 5 minutes left, and he is very excited. I am very excited too. We're waiting for Karis to get to the top and ring the bell, Fantasy Island style, to send us home. There she goes. Say, the plane, the plane. You did it. Okay, lunchtime.
Pineapple.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
And here's, I really mean this. Eric and I always talk, photographer Eric, the best of the business. Eric and I, he's been here since day one. We always talk about, we don't want to do contrived things. Like, you know, sometimes here we are at the, we don't like that.
The Paw Patrol.
We don't do, when Eric rolls and we just go. We don't act anything out, what you see. That, if you think we made that up, we did not make that up. If I lost the child was lost. If I lost track of the child, it wasn't for camera. Right, Eric? Back me up. I lost them so many times.
My favorite was when you're like, oh, there's Till, and it was like, that is not Till.
Oh, I went up to that kid, and I went, hello, Till, and he turned around like this. He goes, like, who are you?
Stranger danger.
Very large gay man. Get out, you know.
What are you doing in here?
Shane looked at me at the end of it. Shane goes, you really are bad at this. And I go, I know. Luckily, we haven't had kids, but anyway. And just to make us feel really old, here's a current picture. This is a current picture of Shane's kids. Oh my, they're like in their mid-30s now. I mean, look at that.
Karis is like an adult.
I know. Oh, they're such good kids, and she's a great mom. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, everyone. Back in a moment. Love you, Shane. Right?
Till, yes.
Welcome back. Having some fun today with a great audience. Come see us. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. Hey, it's holiday card season again. Here's the deal. If we get a holiday card from you, we'll send you one of us. And we want to beat the Fox 9 News team. If we do, we get a pizza party.
No, we don't.
We do. Yes, we do. Yes.
Give me your card.
That's right. So send your card to us, okay? And we'll send this card back to you autographed by us. Believe me, we've been signing like 800 of them.
Not joking.
Our address is 11358 Viking Drive, Eden Prairie, Minnesota 55344. Send it by Christmas Eve. We'll be right back, friends. Back in a moment. We're going to have a pizza party if we beat the Night Side. Yep. You know how this works. It's time for the surprise goodbye. We don't know what's in this segment until I read it live right now. Photographer Eric thinks he's the king of buying weird gifts, and he may be right, but I bet he's never considered one of these. Take a look at the Hum Viewer. The Hum Viewer makes for a great gift for people who want to be up close and personal with hummingbirds. Those are fake flowers on the front, and they attract birds, and then they suck out the sugar water. But be aware, they may smack your face shield from time to time. It's $75. Oh, Ted, that's a good one. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody.